of the NPBA. Billy, the 10th annual Gateway Powerboat Regatta. From where we started to where we are today, your overall impressions?
Very impressed with our whole operation. All of my staff, all the people that have been working with me for 10 years, very proud to be affiliated with them. We now have grown to be one of the largest races on the East Coast. As you can see, all the latest equipment and technology is here. All the best boats and the fastest boats in the nation are here. They all want to win the Gateway Powerboat Regatta.
Sure. Bill, from former sportsman, racer yourself, to now one of the bigger promoters in the Northeast of this campaign, what are your expectations for the NPBA, and where would you like to take it?
Oh, the NPBA is going to keep on going, being a strong sanctioning body, I believe, in powerboat racing. We're starting to attract the sponsors now. They realize that this is a great media for them to be affiliated with. All the racers show a good, clean, professional act with all their equipment and the way they present themselves. I think it's going to grow. I think it's going to grow a lot larger. I think you're going to see possibly in time to come a major sponsor on top of us and sub-sponsors for each individual event. Thus, all the purses will become larger and more races will be around.
One final comment that's on everyone's mind. With the advent of the speed and the technology going into these boats, your opinion of safety and what is the NPBA doing to really help with safety regulations for these sportsmen?
Our safety, we're very, very concerned, of course. We're concerned about how fast the boats are able to go now. They're going the fastest they've ever gone. They're up in the ballpark of 130, 135 miles per hour. We've thought about different ways of qualifying drivers, maybe cutting back on the cubic inch of the engines in it, like they've done in the Formula cars and other motorsports. They've cut back on cubic inch. It takes the boys a few years, and then they start going back up to it again. They'll get the speeds back up. We are very safety conscious. For example, today we have 3 hospital ships on location out there. We also have a helicopter in the air with 2 paramedics aboard. We're very, very safety conscious. We want to run a good, clean show and let everybody have a good time and show the fans here a good, fast race.
Great. Bill, your final comments for today's race, the 86 Powerboat Regatta.
My final comments for the 86 Regatta. Well, I hope it's a good, safe one for all contestants involved here. We're probably going to show close to 60 race boats competing in the field. Again, I just hope it's a good, safe race for everybody involved.
There you have it. Bill Friends, the founding father of the NPBA, commissioner of the Gateway Powerboat Regatta, and all in all, one heck of a sportsman. From Greenwich, Connecticut, this is Shelley Kahn for Freeze Frame Video with Billy Friends. We're with George Peterson, Freeze Frame Video, and his 21-foot superboat. George, we're going to have a good day for racing. What are you expecting to do today?
Well, I hope to finish like everybody else and hopefully in the money, you know.
Sure, the competition's been tough all year. How have you been doing over this campaign?
Well, in the NPBA, I got a 5th, I got some 4th places and whatnot. In the APBA, I got a couple seconds. So, you know, I'm doing okay.
Sure, Class A is really tight today. Who's your main competition that you'll be looking for?
I got actually quite a few, at least 4 or 5 boats there. Bad Boys, A56, just a few boats I can't remember the name.
Sure, how's the boat dialed in for today's race?
If the water's a little rough, I'll probably run as good as the rest of them. If it's a little smooth, I'll be lagging behind them possibly.
Well, very good. We wish you a lot of luck. That's George Peterson from Greenwich, Connecticut, in the Freeze Frame Video boat. Well, here we go. This is what it's all about. We're up in the milling area right now, just anticipating an exciting start of today's race. As you can see, the weather is pretty clear right now. Very little chop and very little wind. We've got ideal conditions right now for offshore powerboat racing. We're very excited about today's race. As you know, we have over 50 boats entered in one of the biggest races in the Northeast. The 1986 Gateway Powerboat Regatta is really one heck of a race that we're looking forward to bringing you today. As you see right now, the boats are in the milling area, just working out a little pre-race jitters. There's really nothing that can be done right now. The boats are ready, motors are ready, crews are as ready as they're going to be right now. This is it. Pre-race jitters, just working out a few kinks, and we're going to get going. As you know, we have quite a few classes. We're going to go with the big boys first. Class E, D, and C will be running 8 laps, followed by the second start of your A and B class boats, which will be running 6 laps or 60 miles. Full Greenwich coastline. We've got some big boats out here. Jesse James, certainly one of your pre-race favorites. JD, local boy in Breakaway, really looking to do something here in his hometown. Baxter's American Express. But right now we're getting on plane, or beginning to get on plane here. Your pace boat out in front there with your yellow flag, as you see, race commissioner on board, and we're getting ready for a big start for the 86 Gateway Powerboat Regatta. I see Awesome there, Baxter's American Express, Outrageous in the middle of the pack, Phantom Race Team. This is really going to be a big race, and we're looking forward to it. The excitement just building up. As we came out here, I noticed thousands of spectator boats. Who knows how many people are out here watching the race. Being that we had so many spectators, the Coast Guard certainly had its work cut out for it, as well as all of the NPBA patrol boats policing this course. We've had about a 10 to 15 minute delay, but the course is clear now. The Coast Guard's given us its green light, and we're getting ready for the green flag to drop to really coincide with one big start of the 86 Regatta. Here we go, we're on plane, and we're really getting ready to go now. You see the pace boat with that yellow flag? And it's just seconds away now, the big start. They look over the boats in the front of the pack. If everything seems in order, they're going to drop the green one, kick up the flare, and we're going to be racing. There's Awesome in the middle of the pack. Triple Threat is there. This is really going to be exciting. Look at those boats right there. And there it goes. We've got the green flag, and we're going to start racing right now. Awesome immediately takes off. There's Triple Threat. Awesome is there. Jesse way on the outside making a move, and here we go. This is some real tense racing right here. Look at those boats. Triple Threat in the middle, Awesome on the inside, and the Velocity on the outside. Look at this racing right here. Phantom on the outside. Baxter's American Express really zooming off on the outside. This is a big race, and these guys really want to get going. The red Baxter American Express on the outside, but right here we're on Triple Threat. 30-foot shadow, beautiful white and blue boat, prepared by East Coast Marine. This has got Wayne Vince aboard along with Bill Wright. These guys have been together for quite a while, and they're really doing well. They took a first at Cape Coral, Florida, and they're certainly trying to do something here. But on the inside, you've got Wild Bill's Express, Brian Goldwitz's boat. New boat for him, the 30-foot Shadow. Really looking to make some improvements from last year. He did quite well last year on the circuit, but with a new boat, he's looking to even do better and better. Fear of Flying out in front. That's that blue Velocity with its Chevy motors. You've got Ron Greenwood aboard, along with Steve Stepp and Bob Riley. These guys are really doing some job. They really hope to make an impression here for the NPBA. It's really turning, trying to be that first one to that checkpoint. Fastest first lap is very critical here, as you know. The Cutter Cup is going to go to the fastest first lap, and these guys really want to make an impression and try to be there. Triple Threat on the inside, Fear of Flying on the outside. This is really hot. You've got the Chris Craft, you've got the Shadow right there, and the Deep V Velocity. It's hard to say, but the water seems a little better right now due to its calmness, or not too much chop, I should say, for this Shadow Cat to really make a move. Looks well trimmed right there, really looking good. Those Merc outboards, certainly a proven name in offshore powerboat racing. And this is the testing ground for these guys. Proven hull, proven race motors, and what a package we've gotten right here. And quite a bit of experience with these competitors right here. Bill Wright's really doing some job in the throttles right here. You can really hear him moving those. Whoa, look at that jump right there. Whoa, they got to get that boat a little better trim. Now we're doing all right. These guys are really moving right now, propelling themselves over the surface of the water at approximately 85 miles an hour. These guys are really booking it. As you know, each year the speeds get greater and greater. Safety being very important, as we've talked about throughout the races. These guys very safe conscious, but also they are racers at heart, and that comes first. They really want to make some time around this course, and that's what it's all about. Fast-moving boats, and these guys are fast-moving guys. This is a real good-looking picture right here. Triple Threat, and these guys certainly are a threat in class. We really wish them a lot of luck in the race. So you see Goldwitz's in his... Bill's got a new boat with some new motors. He's got the 3 V8 OMCs, and he's really turning in the 80s right here. We've got some really big racing. Look how they have to, look at that engine on the right. That starboard engine seems to be having a problem with its mount right there. That could certainly present some problems as this race progresses for Brian. Obviously, when you're racing, there's not much you can do. Whether or not they've recognized the problem as we have, we're just going to have to wait and see. But right now, he's given it all he's got, and he certainly seems to be staying with triple threat. So you know you have two boats here well doing in the 80-mile-per-hour range. We certainly hope that starboard motor does not become a major problem for Wild Bill Express race team. As you see, they're rounding the first turn, heading for our second checkpoint. These guys are really going to have to do some navigating here. One of our checkpoint boats was a little out of, I should say, coordinates where they should be for this race, but they've come back on course now, and the racers have made the necessary adjustments to head on to the second checkpoint boat. Very critical, the setting up of a course so that the navigator can propel his boat safely around the course. As you see right here, that right motor, I should say the starboard motor, is presenting some problems with its bracket mount. It's hard to say from up here what the problem is, but you certainly see that it's not in line with its other motors. Still running, but obviously it's got to be taking its toll on the output of RPMs that it can produce right here. And considering it's got a bad motor, this boat seems well trimmed. We have a nice angle there, and it seems to be propelling itself quite nicely. We're well within the 80-mile-per-hour bracket. We fluctuate between 82 and 87 miles per hour right here, and these guys are really trying to give it all they got. As you know, it's an 80-mile race, and it's a long way. That's about an hour and a half of racing, give or take a little, when you average out over the whole course, hour to an hour and a half depending. So there's no need to go out and make a big splash right now, but merely find the level of your boat, dial it in, and go. Here's a racer who's always dialed in well. George Baxter's brand new American Express. This beautiful red 30-foot Chris Craft is powered by 800 horsepower, 482 supercharged Chevys. This guy is for real and serious about his power plant. Your driver on this boat is a true sportsman and a serious mechanic, George Baxter, with this boat. His navigator today is Dennis Carroll, and they've got Doc Spifoletto on throttles. These guys really mean business. E4, look at these guys right here, 94 miles per hour and moving. This boat is for real. Listen to it scream out that power out of that stern of that boat. What a picture right here. This is what it's all about. You've got speed, motion, excitement, color. You really get a thrill and sensation of what offshore powerboat racing is all about right here. This boat, this massive boat with its power and its weight is just unbelievably being propelled with such thrust over the water. It is really hard to believe that it can attain speeds such as this. Look at it move right here. This has got some perfect water conditions for this cat right here. He's really getting up right now, and he's moving around turn 2 and really heading strong to turn 3. Really wants to make a dominant play. Baxter's American Express race team has always been plagued over the years with some very minor mechanical problems, but when you have a minor problem and it takes you out of the race, a DNF is a DNF, and he's vowed to make the necessary improvements, really fine-tune his race team, and he's made what he feels the necessary changes to really make a big splash in today's race. Speaking with him earlier, he's for real. He always keeps to himself on race morning, and he lets his driving do the talking for him. And I don't blame him. And right here, he's doing as much talking as anyone did earlier. He's all business. Baxter's American Express race team, E4. Just look at him go right here. Offshore powerboat racing at its best. The NPBA attracting the cream of the crop in the entire country for racing, and we've really got a true sportsman right here. Look at this guy go. He is really hammering out some power right here. This boat is moving. All cylinders are humming right here, and he is certainly approaching, as I look over on the speedometer and our airspeed, 100 miles per hour. It is just amazing what these boats are doing these years. The advent of the technology and the engineering that goes into the hulls, the rigging, the motors, it's just incredible the speeds that are being attained right now. When you're approaching that 100-mile-per-hour plateau and breaking that barrier, you've got to be careful, have your wits about you, and really know what the boat and your crew are made of. And right here, the American Express race team is certainly a tribute to offshore powerboat racing, because they are proving what it's all about right now. Some serious racing in open water. There you see them around turn 3, and you see the spectator fleet in the back. But right now, another big competitor, M25, Lavznowski's Extractor race team. The 32-foot Superboat Cat is a real winner. We've got Mike Giorgio from S&S Propellers on props, Jim Lavznowski, and this boat is really humming right here. And of course, Tommy Morse, the third crew member on this Extractor race team. These guys are moving. They've been champions previously at Gateway. They've got those motors by Richie Zool, and they're looking to make an impression today. M25, the Extractor race team. Extractor and Jesse are going to be dueling head-to-head all day. With these Zool motors, you know they've got the power to maybe give them a good shot, and we're just going to have to wait and see. Jim means business out here in Greenwich. And so does his crew. A little earlier this morning, we had a chance to speak with Mike Giorgio of S&S Propeller and the Extractor race team and get his thoughts and comments on today's race. Mike Giorgio, S&S Propeller. We're here with Mike Giorgio, S&S Propeller, Extractor race team, and of course a good spotter for freeze frame video. Mike, today you're racing with Extractor. How's the boat doing?
We understand the boat's running very well. And they put us up to E-class from a D-class boat. We'll be the only boat with small blocks in E, but we're confident the boat runs good.
Sure. We have your weather conditions today. That's ideal for Extractor.
Oh, we like 3-footers is about really nice for the boat.
Sure. Mike, in '86, there's been a lot of technology put into props and other boat parts. What have S&S Propeller been doing for the '86 campaign in terms of technology for the props for these boats?
We just try to, stay with what's going on with the surface drive applications, both stern drive and outboard. And we've been doing a good job.
There you have it. A real good sportsman in this competition. Mike Giorgio, Extractor race team, S&S Propeller. Good luck today, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
Extractor right now is doing in excess of 100 miles per hour, and this boat's moving. These Richie Zool motors are really doing the job. Look at them right there. And earlier this morning, we also spoke with Richie Zool, your engine builder for Extractor race team. We're here with Richie Zool of Richie Zool Racing from New York. Richie, there's been a lot of new technology in '86, and what has that been doing for Richie Zool Racing?
Well, the new heads and camshafts and manifolds and carburetors, all of this stuff here just works all hand in hand. Another 40 or 50 horsepower just seems real easy to get, and, whoever wants it, it's definitely available.
Who are some of the races that you're providing with power today?
The Extractor is one. It's probably the only boat out here this season.
And how have they been running with your motors?
Oh, we've just been, touching a little over 100. Should do well.
That's great. There you have it. With some of the best technology in the business today, Richie Zool of Richie Zool Race Team. Thanks, Richie. We wish you a lot of luck in the upcoming years.
Thank you.
The Extractor race team, a lot of experience right there. These guys have been racing together for many years right now. Especially Mike and Jimmy have really been together. They've been to Key West many times, all around the NPBA circuit year after year. And this great boat built by Superboat Enterprises in New York with John Cohn, chief engine builder, John Cohn, your head designer, along with Jeff Girardi, his head engineer over at Superboat in New York, have really put together an exciting boat right there. This Superboat Cat is really something. The Super Cat, they call it, the 32-footer M25 Extractor. Really a hot boat right now. And it was rigged by MRD Marine. Really a fine race package between the boat, the Zool motors, rigging by MRD. You've really got championship caliber racing components and technology going into this boat, that is for sure. Listen to those Zool motors really kick out some power there. These guys are doing over 100 miles per hour. And this is the man they've got to catch to win today's trophy, Jesse James. A history that speaks for itself. The Lavin brothers out of Westport, Connecticut. One of your true champions in the entire country right now. This boat is a real winner, a 35-foot Chris Craft, designed by Conquest, a real winner of a boat, powered by Mercury Marine, the Merc Cruisers. What can you say? This boat has the best of everything. Top technology in its hull design, its motors, its rigging, engines. It's got the state-of-the-art equipment in the sport for offshore powerboat racing. And you've got one experienced crew there, the Lavin brothers. Mark on throttles, Chris your driver. A lot of experience, ability, Good sportsmen, excellent reflexes, and these guys have really compiled a championship record. They've been champions for a number of years now, defending national champions in class, and with this new boat, they certainly hope to repeat their championship conquest, which I'm sure they will. This boat is doing over 105 miles per hour right here, and you really get a picture of what a true race boat can do. You have a well-trimmed boat going at top speeds right now. It seems, I'm sure if Mark wanted to call on more power, he's got it under those throttles. But being that they don't want to break either, it is an 80-mile race, I should say. And they have many more races this year on the campaign. They're just going to go out and do what they have to do to win this Gateway Regatta, and I'm sure they'll do it. Being defending champions for the regatta, their main competition is the extractor race team who you saw earlier. Provided any unfortunate mechanical mishap, which I'm sure they will not encounter, they're just going to not coast along, but certainly cruise to victory here in the Gateway Regatta. Of course, we'll have to wait and see the final checkered flag, but these guys have a lot of confidence, a proven race boat, and there's really not much more one can say, except let's just watch true champions in a championship boat do what offshore powerboat racing is all about. The boat almost looks as a laser dart as it propels itself over the surface of this water. It is one serious, awesome looking state of technology right here. Unbelievable engineering, marine technology, and everything that could possibly go into a race boat, thus producing what you have right in front of your eyes. Number 3, the beautiful Jesse James race team out of Westport, Connecticut. National champs, and deservedly so. They've got everything one needs. Look at them just make that nice, crisp turn and move right along. True champs, the Lavin brothers from Westport.